Okay, we are live. I am live. Doing a bit of a solo tonight. Um, Hi TD, Tarot Destiny. I don't know if you're still. Oh no, I see zero in the chat. So wait till a few people and hopefully the notification drops. But it's okay. If not a lot of people come to the live, it's just the point of me wanting to do this reading. I've been putting it off and just maybe wanting to do it on my own. And I just feel like I want to do a live about this. This young man. I just feel like ever since I first came across his story last week, I haven't been able to get him really out of my mind. There's been several cases recently. Madeline Soto. There's a young boy with a last name of Wu that's been missing, or what's going on. And of course, you got the Delphi case in the public again. So yeah, unfortunately, a lot of sad cases going on right now. Things happen to people that shouldn't happen. So, alrighty. First, before I start, for anybody who is new to my channel, that might catch this. I typically do these on Wednesdays with a fellow reader, Jackie, Jackie's Crystal Moon. We pick a case and we focus on that case. It's usually a cold case, but Riley keeps popping up in my feed, and I just feel like I need to read on this young man. And to anybody who's friends, family, or may not be sure what this is all about, what I do is I have not been contacted by law enforcement. I do not make money off of these videos. I have not been in touch, I have not been in touch or reached out to by family, friends, or law enforcement involved in the missing case right now of Riley Strain. He's 22. He went missing. He was removed. They say kicked out, removed from a bar, and he was seen a little bit on some camera footage, CCT. Some parts of them, they were okay. Said hi to an law enforcement officer at one point. But then there were other videos that showed him falling and staggering. And so he was actually he was I shouldn't really use the term was. I just don't feel like this is going to be a good outcome in the news. But Riley was a University of Missouri student who was visiting Nashville, Tennessee with his frat buddies, brothers, whatever. They've been to several bars downtown owned by famous country singers, and Luke Bryan's was the one that he was asked to leave. It's been kind of weird how the reasons why they were giving it. I've been seeing some conflicting news reports, and I'm trying not to read too much because I don't want to get influenced and make me second guess, cards I get. But I do know is that he has been missing now for 2 weeks. He went missing. The night of all this which was March 8th or 9th. And then it was like the next day when his buddies decided to report him missing when they realized he wasn't at the apartment. He never came home at night. And so yeah, I'm kind of doing a solo on this, and I just want to let people know too who are not familiar with my channel that I do not make money. There is no link for donations or anything in my channel when we do this or when I do this. I haven't done a solo one in a while, but this is me just tapping into my cards, hopefully tapping into spirit at some point to find out what happened to this poor young man, give him a voice, and if something comes out that may or may not be beneficial to the family, hopefully beneficial to the family or friends, somewhere down the road, maybe, it's just me wanting to do something positive with the cards. And of course, our prayers go out to Riley's family, his friends, the people who are looking for him. those who are going to find him. And they really need our love or support. This is not an easy job to do as well. Hey, girl. Hey. Oh, for a physical? Yeah, that's fun. So, yeah, let's just get started how I usually go. I was shuffling some cards that I was planning on using, just kind of mix them up a little bit and get them into place. And this is something very interesting came out. 3 cards wanted seemed to make themselves known, and I found them very interesting. The first card that came out was the Hierophant, the keys. And the Hierophant has to do with institutions, not just churches, but schools, police, public places, court, courthouses, um, federal buildings, government buildings, that kind of institutions, schools. And this was a young man, who was on break, I guess. It was something called a formal with his frat brothers, and they were visiting from University of Missouri, and they were hanging out in Nashville, Tennessee. And so that was interesting that this card literally came flying out of the deck. I don't get a lot of flyers. And as I'm fixing my deck, this caught my attention, and it's the Ace of Cups. And the night he went missing was he had been asked to leave a bar, Luke Bryan's bar. They said he only had one drink, but he wasn't behaving under their conduct rules. It's all sketchy. There really is. I should say sketchy. Well, this as yes, thank you, Isadora. Entertainment purposes only. But there isn't really anything being given. And there was a little snippet of a video clip I caught of his stepfather, um, talking about, and what's his stepfather's name again? Chris. Saying that he was trying to pay for a bar tab and he had no bar tab, and so that was it, and they told him to leave. I don't That was just weird. And they're also and this is not, and this is factual, is that people are going to are looking into the bar to see if maybe he was overserved, something going on with the bar. And also, not to get too far ahead, but Riley's stepfather, Chris, I don't know where the name Brian came in. That's weird. Let me write the name Brian down. I don't know where Brian is coming from. Let me just, Luke Bryan. Well, then there might be something to do. So, and no, this is everybody. Anything that I might speculate is all for entertainment purposes only. None of this can be used in a court of law. This is just me looking at cards, and everybody that may, that's being investigated at right now or looked at. Everyone and everything is all innocent until proven guilty otherwise in a court of law. So the Ace of Cups popped out, which I thought was really interesting. Drinking, and also I just found out that his last text was with the girl he had been seeing. I think she's still in Missouri, but I found that very interesting as well. Because then the next card that came out that appeared was the Tower. So that's interesting because she's the last one to talk to him. Initially, there were videos of him showing that he was walking, he was okay. Said hi to a police officer who was investigating a vehicle that had been vandalized or broken into. But then other footage showed him staggering, him actually falling. Nobody there offering to help him up. So right now I'm trying not to go too much because I'm seeing one thing here in an article, I'm seeing another thing there, and I just want to he's 22, Allison. I don't know his birthday, hon, but he's 22. So I'm just going to put those cards aside. I just wanted to share those. So yeah, all my protections and my prayers and everything all in place. So, and I do have a list of questions that Jackie's Crystal Moon, who I typically do shows on Wednesdays with, that she put together that are very helpful, and it has to do with a missing case. And so thank you, Isadora. Allison's here. Marby, hello. I know TD was there to say hi in the beginning. So yes, anybody watching, we offer the family the prayers to Riley himself, whether he's still here physically or if he's in spirit. We send you love and light. We send that to his family and friends as well, and those also involved in the search. Hi, Karen. So, I'm just going to, this is my True Crime Tarot deck. It's, there's another deck I want to get, but this is the main one for the actual. I have some handwritten cards, and then I'll get to my regular tarot cards that I use. But I usually like to pick 3 cards at least initially, and then I'll get to maybe working with a spread and stuff. So, and I shouldn't be on too long. There is a link in the description talking about a main article that I found. And there's also the number if anybody who comes across this video has seen this young man or knows what's going on, please contact Crime Stoppers. The number for the Nashville Police Department is also listed in the description and in the thumbnail as well. So the first card I get is contamination of DNA evidence may be influencing this case. There hasn't been a body or anything found, so I'm just going to set those aside. This is actually a missing persons case, but I do like to consult this deck as well. Hey, Care Bear. Hey, Karen. And no offense if I don't look too much at the chat. I'm just looking to try to focus on this. It's so weird doing this on my own. Multiple people were involved in the crime. Well, we don't know if there has been a crime yet. But what we do know is that, well, there is some suspicion going on. After Riley's disappearance, the stepfather had heard from people stating that Nashville bar area down there has been having issues with people putting stuff in drinks and people having been basically roofied. And that they've been having a situation with some of these family members. Because one minute he seems to be okay, and then not long after, you see that he's having a hard time even walking, standing up straight. At one point he falls down. Looks like he almost hits his head on a pole, and there's nobody asking if he's all right. So for now, I have multiple people were involved. And I'm going to shuffle and pull one more because I want to do this in 3s. And just get that, and then I'll go to the missing persons questions that we have. Take a closer look at one of the suspects. Okay. Interesting. So there is no, well, actually, a suspect right now. They're looking into. They say that Luke Bryan's bar is working with them. Him and his buddies had been to 3 bars that evening. One owned by Miranda Lambert, Casa Rosa, or something like that. A second one was Friends in Low Places, Garth Brooks bar, and then the one where Riley was told to leave. They said that was called Luke's 32 or something like that, but and they say that they're cooperating, so we'll see. So initially, my 3 cards for this is contamination of DNA evidence may be influencing this case. Multiple people were involved in taking a closer look at a main suspect or main place. So this main suspect, or maybe this bar, the main bar where they might be looking at with whatever might have happened there. So I'm just going to set those aside, and I'll be able to write those down later. So just saying hello again. Thank you, everybody. You were saying hi as cares in your chat. Okay, honey. So first on the list here, or the layout, is what is the energy of the missing persons situation. So let me go here. Let me grab this deck here that I use a lot, the Heaven and Earth Tarot. So what is the energy of the missing persons situation? Hi, Akita. Whoa. Okay, this is interesting. This just came flying out. Remember the Ace of Cups, y'all? The love card? That's interesting. The last person he was talking to was this girl that he was seeing, this new girl. But I don't believe she was there. He was just there with his buddies. So what is the energy? So I'm just going to set that aside and get another card. What is the energy of the missing person situation? Ankita, we're not talking on this show tonight about twin flames. I don't even read on twin flames. Honey, I'm doing an investigation on a young man that's currently missing here in the States. So I appreciate you subscribing and you popping and saying hi, but no personal readings tonight. Okay. What is the energy of the missing person situation? Okay. 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Next is, what is the person's emotional state when they go missing? Whoa. Okay. 6 of Pentacles. Just going to lay out these cards. I'm using them on my phone here. There were just too many to write by hand. What is the person's mental? What is the person's mental state when they go missing? So what was Riley's mental state when he went missing? Nine of Cups. He was happy initially. He was talking to his girl. Interesting cups, though. Okay. Next one. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to pull up the spread on a camera on my phone. Let's do it this way. Okay. What does the... Okay. All right. Does the person have any known enemies or potential threats or recent conflicts? So does Riley have any known enemies or potential threats or recent conflict? Six of Swords. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and read these to myself, and then I'll let you know what the cards are. So, okay, what's going on? 3 months before. Or I could just really read these out. What's going on in the 3 months before Riley went missing? Second row. Stable effort. Okay. Let me just move my keyboard because I'm not going to be doing a lot of typing. I'm just really nervous. For me, it was like I had to do this tonight. Let me just get grounded. I just feel like there's this energy. And I've smudged and I've grounded, but I still feel like there's this anxious. I was like, please find me, please help me. Okay. What was happening the days before? Okay, so what was happening the days before Riley went missing? Let me just put these up here, make room. Alrighty, and that card is... Didn't I already tell you guys I got the Tower? Okay. What happened in the hour before they went? So what happened the hour before Riley went missing? Before Riley went missing. Queen of Pentacles. He was talking to his mom. He was talking to his mom. He had left the bar. She FaceTimed him. She says he wasn't drunk. He wasn't incoherent. She did a few texts for about half an hour. And the text even came clear. There was nothing, misspelled or sloppy about the text. And then the last person I saw on an article today said it was his new girlfriend. So I'm feeling like maybe this Queen of Pentacles could possibly be his mother, but let's just keep going with the rest of the card layout. What happened at the moment they went missing? So Riley, what happened to you the moment you went missing? The fate. I just lost my spread. Okay. So we already know right now from the CCTV footage that he was alone, but I'm still going to ask this question. Was Riley alone or was someone else when they went missing? So was Riley alone or was somebody else with him when he went missing? His one credit card was found down by the lake, Cumberland River. Oh, not lake, river. Cumberland River, I believe it's called. Ace of Swords. That's interesting. Of course, I'll probably pull some clarifiers for these. Hey, Jackie. Girl, it's weird doing this solo after doing it so long with you and everybody else. What's the current state of the missing person? So what's Riley's current state right now? What is Riley's current state right now? The Magician. I didn't see that card coming. I almost all thought I was going to get like the Death card or something. Or like the Four of Swords. Resting, land somewhere. But Magician. Manipulation. Control. Of situation. Okay. Okay, how are the people closest to the missing person feeling? Well, we don't need to read it out. We know what's happening right now. Let's see. Does anyone else know where the missing person is now? So, does anyone know where Riley is right now? That's not telling people. Although that could be like a yes or no answer with the cards. Wheel of Fortune. Their fortunes could change. They might be afraid to come forward. I'm just curious. King of Swords. Yeah. Mentally manipulating. Putting. Okay, let me put this back. Let me see what other questions we've got on here, Jackie, that you put. Right now, they're not suspecting foul play. Okay, did the person leave any evidence behind? We know that there's a credit card that has been found. Has anyone received any communication from them since they went missing? No, they haven't. Are there any surveillance cameras? Yes. Yeah, there's been plenty of cameras. One was a body cam of a police officer. He was investigating a burglary in a car. This was on Gay Street. Riley was walking by. The officer said, "Hey, hi," and Riley said, "Hey, how's it going? How are you?" you know, no staggering, but it wasn't like long after. Then they started seeing staggering, which is making some people believe that there might have been something that had been put into a drink. So, all right, those were, Jackie, those were your missing persons questions. Um, Let me just pull, actually, I need to pull that up. So, hello, Fleck, colorful foresight. Okay, Sylvia, hold on to your, what we're doing, like what I'm continuing to do here until, and with our regular shows, is for anybody to hold any questions possible or their insights until after I'm done. Because if I happen to see chat, I don't, that has been throwing me off. So, um, if everyone can just hold off just really quick. Hello, Sally. Um, Care Bear, thank you. Fleck, Sylvia, appreciate you all being here. Let me just pull up again. So, what is the energy of the missing person situation? Okay. Wow. The initial card that came out was this. Was the love card. I'm just kind of taking a look. I want a clarifier for that magician. That was the state 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Or what was going on 3 months? No. Let's see what we got here. What's the current state? Did the person leave on their own? All the questions. Okay, all the questions in that one row wasn't there. Hi, Patricia. Let's see. Missing person, energy. Let go. The hour before. Okay, so this is the one that's got me concerned. What happened in the hour before they went missing? I got defeat. For me, this is about winning at all costs. Kind of like a bully. Someone being defeated and people having to walk away. And I know he was told that he was told to leave. And was the person alone or with somebody? That's what the, okay, so that's the Ace of Swords. I want to take a look at that Ace of Swords. Can I have a clarifier on that Ace of Swords? Was the person alone or was someone? That's cards about clarity, insight. Maybe this is when they realized something wasn't right. This is when he realized something wasn't going on right. Judgment, spiritual awakening. But for me too, the judgment came in reverse. And judgment, you can see people rising up for spiritual awakening. But for me, reversed. Yeah, because somebody has his, they found his one card. They said none of his other credit cards have been touched or used. What's the current state of the miss? This is what's really weird is that magician. What's going on 3 months? So that card accidentally got picked up back into my deck. I had the 7 of Swords. Isn't that weird how that got picked up back into the deck? But I did get the 7 of Swords. Something was stolen, something walking away, leaving something behind. So, all right, looking at all of these, I want to know that magician card. What's the current state of the missing person? I got the magician. I need a clarifier for that. I do know that people have information, they just aren't coming forward. Something's Wheel of Fortune. Can I have a clarifier on that magician? Ace of Pentacles. Something being handed over. Money. Security, stability. Manipulation. What's the overall Princess of Wands? The overall energy. Princess of Wands. There's that fiery. Okay. Alrighty. Those were those questions. So right now, I don't like this card. In the beginning, here we go. There's the unstable effect. What was the person's mental? Earn success, moving it forward. Does the person or anyone knows potential threats? Okay. So let's close those up. And let's go ahead. Pull my Hi, Flowing. Hello, Fatima. Okay. All right. Let's split these up in two. For Riley. Riley Strain. What happened to Riley Strain? Can I have a card for this deck? Remember feeling defeated, bullied, betrayed? Taking a closer look. People. These cards are really slippery too. Okay, can you tell me what happened to Riley? What's going on with Riley Strain? They're thinking that's what happened. But there is still something else going on. Okay, Riley. Okay, Riley. Oh, sweetheart. Well, that's interesting. I was getting the love card. Queen of Pentacles. He was talking to a sweetheart. Like a crime of passion, and I'm not sure what that means. It can mean multiple. Let me go grab my other deck. I wish I could shuffle these two together instead of going back and forth. Social media. Why a crime of passion? I don't know, but I did get social media. See, I don't know. That doesn't make sense, though. But I'm still... Let's see if I can get another one from this deck. Into Riley. They're searching a river, but I got lake, which I used to have the word river on it. I was trying to rewrite some of these cards. Blunt instrument. He might have fallen into his. Okay. Here I'm going to do one final with these together. Thank you, everybody, for hanging with me. It's much easier to do these when you have someone. Okay, that's weird. A coerced confession. I don't know. That's something to keep in. Okay, so interesting that crime of passion. And it's hard for, I mean, they're talking about Riley's description. Let me just show everybody a quick picture. Riley is 6'7". He was tall. I do want to ask about specific questions about the bar and whatnot. But so Riley Strain, 22, last seen on 3/8/2024 at approximately 10 p.m. in downtown Nashville. He was last seen wearing brown square-toe boots, blue jeans, and a black and white button-up shirt as seen above. Riley is 6'6", in this here 6'6", 6'7", 165 pounds with blonde hair and brown eyes. That was that young man. Oops, focus that young man right there. So, where is, I just had it today for our show. Alrighty, I got a little template here that I use. Alrighty, so I would like to know so where what happened? Card for Riley, please, Riley. What happened, sweetheart? Super tall. That came out again. He was drinking. He was happy. Material happiness. Emotional happiness. Okay, situation. What was the situation? This disappearance. Interesting. 4 of Cups. Being offered a cup. Well, because this has to do with a bar. Three of Cups. Like he was being offered one. Maybe offered one too many. One of these bars I think is being looked at for maybe over serving, or for could be maybe something in that cup. So let's just see what's the blocks or challenges. What's the challenge? What's the block? Again, this card came out, and there's a lake right there, or a river. Earned success. Moving on. Blocks or challenges. What's standing in their way? Being able to move on. Oop. That just flew out. And that is for current situation. Oh, it says here past. Past shapes event. Okay, Heather. I need to practice with my spreads. Future likely to happen. I might just the star card. Okay, let me see here. It's the focus of what happened to Riley. Can of Wands. That could have well been him. They said that they had to ask him to leave a bar. Because he was getting belligerent or out of hand. What drives the situation? Moderation, the drinking. There was an imbalance. He wasn't. So if you think about the haunted house tarot that shows Raven sitting at a bar having something to drink with another lady. So, but I am going to pull an additional card on the King of Wands, but I feel like that might have. So social, what was the external influence with Riley? She is again. Okay. Hopes and fears. Riley's going in the situation. Financial lack, despair. To me, this is like a financial despair, hope. This is the fear. The fear of not having enough, the fear of lack. The outcome. I got victory for the outcome. So for me, that feels like they're going to find him. But what's the overall energy? Princess of Swords. A female of some kind is going to come forward. You know, the Page of Swords. Well, then here it's Princess. They don't mince words. They're smart. They're intellectual. I'm going to set that aside. I want a clarifier for that here. Future likely possibilities. I got the Star card. I just want, for me, the Star feels like there's the water, you know. The Star. Oh, well, Nashville, Tennessee is full of stars. Multiple bars owned by music stars. I'm going to go ahead and just pull a card on that. Ace of Cups. Did I just say the bar? Drink. To me, there's an overflow of emotions. I think this has to do with the connection with the bar. There's the defeat again. Having to leave. Being told to leave. Having to walk away. Defeat. I want a clarifier on this King of Wands. King of Wands, King of Wands. Let's clarify for this King of Wands. Who is this King of Wands? The Moon. Secrets. Things coming to light. I'm getting a lot of these night stars. Was the time at night when he went missing. Okay, something's being hidden. Something. Did we just have... No, we just had the new moon around the 8th. Can I have another clarifier on that King of Wands and the moon? There's the Hierophant again. Institution, like school, could be government, institutions, higher learning. Yes, churches as well, but something to do with knowledge, keys, tradition. He was part of a sorority, a fraternity. This could be very well him upset at his brothers. I want to know. Another clarifier. Another female cup. Another princess. Princess of Cups this time. I'm wondering maybe he had a text with a girlfriend. That girlfriend. Something that might have upset him, or somebody he met at a bar. But for some reason, this just doesn't really feel like... So, I want to know who this Queen of Pentacles is. The external influences, I got the Queen of Pentacles. I missed the first 20 minutes. Was he thrown out by himself? Yes. Okay, so Jackie, yes. And then there's another article. This is why I'm like you say, you don't read up on stuff until after, because people don't always get their story straight. I saw another article, Jackie, where it said that he was walking around with his buddies and got separated from his buddies. I don't know what is what. So I want to clarify on this Queen of Pentacles as the external. King of Swords. I get clarify on the court card. I get another court card. So Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords. This could very well have been his mom and his stepfather that they were talking to. I don't know, that King of Swords. Mentally controlling. I mean, thinks clearly. I don't know. Because not long after that, they found him stumbling. High Priestess. Secrets and knowledge. There's again the 3. Yeah, something's, at least 3 people. Something's material working together, coming together. Okay. Let me bring these all in. I have Y's and no's on my cards for yawns. I just want to ask the cards if Riley had something put into his drink. If someone had put something into Riley's drink. Ten of Pentacles. What's the bottom? The Sun card. Followed by the Cup. Followed by the Star. What's the top 3? Or 2? So the Wealth card. Oh, Miss Rose's going to do the yeses and the nos. What's something put into Riley's drink? Now, technically, out of the yes and no's, I got 3 yeses. I got the Wealth card, money, success, Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands. Young. I also did get the Chariot. Things moving forward. I did get the 5 of Wands, Strife card. And then there goes the Queen of Cups, the emotions. Abundance, 3 of Cups. They did go to 3 bars, too. They went, I believe, from, if that one article is correct, Miranda Lambert's bar to Brooks' bar, and then to Luke Bryan's bar. Then there's the Strife. Events shaping the current situation. Likely possibilities, the Queen of Cups, becoming emotional. Maybe emotionally unstable because of the drinks. Something was revealed to him. Four of Swords. Rest from strife. I get strife and then rest from strife. Likely possibilities. Where are you thinking? Focus, the sun card. What drives the situation? The emotions, the drinking. The external influences, again, the star. What is the star card? So I think there might have been something in his drink. Short and force. Now this is supposed to be like mentally putting ourselves into a space where we feel like we're trapped and we can't get out. But for me right now, feeling like this, mentally being trapped, mentally not being able to focus. Him not being able to. Then I got the 9. 9 of Pentacles. I don't know. Let me put her back in shuffle. Can I have another? Yeah, Jackie, he was the bar, Luke Bryan's bar, and there's like 2. The bar says, well, we only gave him 1 drink, 2 waters, but he had behavior that was not of the conduct that they wanted in their bar, and they told him to leave. And then in another interview with the stepfather said, well, the bar said to us that, he wanted to pay, his tab, but he had already paid for his drink. He only had 1 drink. And then, and he goes in, then they asked him to leave. I mean, there's something being left out of here with this bar. And again, the Wheel of Fortune. Hopes and fears too. Outcome. There's a Kid of Swords again. Chariot moving forward. I'm going to grab a different deck. Let me just see a clarifier for this. The Emperor. So yeah, someone standing. I don't know. I'm going to ask the... So, haunted house. Was Riley string? Was his drink roofied? Did someone put something in his drink? I got the Sun card. I got the Tower card. And I got the 8 of Wands. For me, as I would initially see it, the Sun is a for me is like a validation card. It's Sun. It's putting light on the situation. I'm getting a yes. I got the Tower. There's the Tower moment. And then at one point, it really hit him. That could be an interpretation. Let me see what's on the bottom. The Page of Swords. Someone wanting control. Maybe. Well, that happened to me, Karen. Well, this almost jumped out. There's the Knight of Wands. That was an accomplice. I'm wondering if this is a thing that happens where, people chat people up. They put something. This happened to a family member of mine. She got roofied. Had no idea. She thought this male and female was interesting. She could trust. They were friends. They went to a bar. Next thing she knows, she's outside at a door thinking it was her house, which was next door, trying to get in, not knowing what the hell was going on, how she got there. There's the Knight of Swords again. Despair and cruelty. Ten of Cups reversed. I'm wondering if this girl broke up with him. I don't know, but there's now to me this kind of speaks of bartender. This is your butler, bartender. Here. Alrighty. Let me just ask. I guess that's just one more time. So I'm feeling. First of all, let me put cards on his frat brothers. Like entertainment purposes only. So I'm going to pull. Okay. Okay, and a card for if any of the frat brothers were involved. Whoa. King of Cups. Let me see. Situation. Again, defeat. Boy, having to walk away. Betrayal. So let's see. Challenges or blocks. Established strength, 3 of Wands. Someone waiting for their ship to come in, waiting for the right moment. Things were planned. These were in place. There's the river. Past events. Good situation. Strife. Again, in the same spot. The Chariot. Again, moving forward. That's in the future. Okay, the Focus. Prudence. 8 of Pentacles. Focus. Exactly. This is crafting. This is improving your skill, working on your skill. Paying attention to detail. Situation. Knight of Wands. That came out again. External influences for the brothers. Moderation, the drinking. One of those frat brothers have to know something. Or people that were in there watching them. There's this, hopes and fears. 6 of Cups. Nostalgia. Blend of pleasure. Outcome. Boom. Too many. Let's see. Any comments? No. All right. So many courts. I know. There's multiple people involved here. And then outcome. We all know this is going to be the outcome. I'm surprised I haven't gotten the actual death card yet. That was the next one. Okay, I'm just going to now do a Jan's. Ask about. Was one of the frat brothers involved? Was one of several frat brothers involved? Where was disappearance? There's the love card. Again, for entertainment purposes only. YouTube. Out of 5 cards, I got 4 yeses. The Frat brothers were involved and or no. And again, that love card. Ace of Wands, 10 of Cups, the Empress, the Hermit. But those were for the yes and no's. Okay, what I want to know is the one of Riley's Frat brothers. Because, you know, sometimes Frat brothers like to play jokes. People like to, you know, sneak stuff into drinks, and they do stupid things at parties where they put someone's hand in the water while they're, you know, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, Jackie, what did the 5 of Pentacles made me think that someone left with him? They said he left alone, and every time there was footage of him, he was by himself. Is that interesting? And in another article, they said that they left with him, but he got separated. So that's interesting, Jackie, because I had that 5 of Pentacles before too. Did one of the Frat brothers intentionally spike one of Riley's strings? Well, out of that question, I got a yes. And again, entertainment purposes only. I got success unfulfilled. That unstable effect came back up again. That's interesting how that came back. And at the bottom, oh, that was interesting. I just looked at the bottom, overall energy. Guess what was at the bottom? Something to do with control, addictions, dark behaviors. Okay, I just want to know 3 cards, but actually. So here, let me just ask the cards. Was Riley String murdered? The card that just jumped up was a no. That's interesting. I got 3 yeses and 2 nos. But I'm getting the same cards again. I don't know. See, this is it, Jackie. Sometimes it's good to know the fact, you know, as much as the facts as possible going in, but then at the same time, when you're cold, it kind of sometimes for me, it seems to work against. Was Riley's, because I got that card accidental. So if they were, okay, so technically, entertainment purposes only. His Frat brothers technically can be liable if they let him drink more than they should. They knew that he should have. And if he did leave by himself, like it had been seen in one of those videos, being in that, and eventually ended up being in that state of mind, and something happening to him, I want to know the bar. What can you tell me about the bar involved with Riley's disappearance? Luke Bryan's bar. Queen of Cups. Could be a bartender. Princess of Cups. Oppression. Yeah, they might have been, you know, the pretty bartenders, the girls, maybe overdrank, maybe overserved. I got oppression. Got the Eight of Swords again. And then the Nine of Pentacles, material gain, resourcefulness. What were they going to gain? I don't know, girl. It's so weird, Jackie, not having... what time am I at? I'm at... Wow, I've been on for an hour already. Yeah, I was just going to look at this. Let me grab the haunted house. Okay. 3 cards that night that he went missing. That Riley went missing. Just prior to his missing. Like that one question. And I have a card. At the time. I was missing. The Queen of Pentacles again. She keeps coming up. I just got the King of Pentacles too, as in recent past. So, afterwards. Okay, I just had like a scenario play out in my head. I don't know. Oh, jeez. Okay, hear me out. Jackie, let me know if you ever get cards that might make you think like this. And at the bottom on this deck. So, King of Pentacles. This could be Riley coming in, money, you know, here, buy me drinks, or let me buy you drink. Because he was trying to say I had a tab to pay, so maybe. And I got the Queen of Wands. I mean, Queen of Pentacles. Maybe she could have been buy me drink. Here, sweetie, let me buy. You know, I'm. Come on, we've all been in our 20s before. I got the Five of Wands. And I'm wondering if there was a conflict there. Someone thought someone was seen as somebody's girl. So I got this Devil card again underneath. Who is that? I have to agree with Allison. I need to learn my spreads better. Especially with something like this. Okay, I got 2 of Pentacles. 2 involved. So that might be for those 2. There are 2. I seen that girl. I mean, Knight and Queen of Pentacles. Unless these might have represented both Riley and his new girlfriend. Maybe they had an argument. Maybe he drank to get rid of, I don't know. Let's see anything else. So I just got the wow. Yeah, let's see. And again, the Hierophant. Who is this Hierophant? Isn't that funny? Devil and the Hierophant. Three of Wands. There's the 3 of Wands again. Raven coming down to see what is wrong. Established. This idea, this project, something was established. There's the 6 of Cups again. Nostalgia. Knight of Swords. There are a lot of players involved in this. So, Riley, what do you want to tell us? Spirit shows about Riley. Well, it's not one of my favorite. I wish Sasha would have done something a little different with this card. But I did get the Ace of Wands. I mean, Ace of Swords. There's the Moon card again. And then it's interesting. The Ten of Cups reversed. And the World card just came out. The Ace, the Ace of Swords to, clarity of thought, thinking clearly, double-edged sword. Where did this come out? Pentacles again. Page of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. King of Swords. So yeah, there's a lot of quote cards involved. I want to know if Riley's death was, accidental. Did he fall, stagger, pass out? I'm just wondering if someone had watched and waited to see if he would pass out. And when he did, they robbed him, or somebody came across him and robbed him. Hi, Colin Lizzie. Thank you, Isadora. That's interesting. I got the Magician again. I asked what happened. What was the energy around him? And then that other deck, I got the Magician too. This one came out in reverse. So what happened to him was out of his control. Girl. Then the Page of Wands. What's the overall energy by the lake? I think that might have very well what happened. But I mean, where did he go? He's like almost 6'7", 6'6". On the bottom of the deck, I had this card too. And I had that one as well. Giving money to the rats. Alrighty. I there's more questions than answer. When I first initially pulled for Riley, and I sent Jackie, I had gotten the death card for the young man. It's the World card. Eight of Wands. Things came really fast. I got the Ten of Wands. That burden. Let me just look at another deck. It's the initial one. So okay, a top card and a bottom card. What can we know about what happened to Riley? Nine of Pentacles again. And at the bottom, there's the Emperor. I'm wondering, again, entertainment purposes only. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wonder if he maybe did make it home and he did die from over drinking. That's another possible scenario. And to protect their asses, maybe one of the frat brothers or somebody covered up and said, oh, he's missing. He never came home. And maybe that card was tossed to maybe throw people off. Because the Emperor is someone who's in control, in charge of a situation. And that Knight of Pentacles, that's having, like you said earlier, Jackie, that's like having, your own, you got your wealth, you got your guard, you got everything. And I think maybe somebody didn't like that or wanted of that. about another top bottom card? What can you tell me about the cause? For Riley's passing. Hi, Jay. 9 of Wands. There's this time is the 9 of Wands. I was thinking the swords. Exhausted, tired. The world. There's the world card again from this deck as well. Things coming full circle. Keep in mind, recent past, recent present, recent upcoming future. Queen of Pentacles. There's the Queen of Pentacles again. I am trying to figure out who this Queen of Pentacles is. I thought it might have been the mother. Queen of Pentacles. There's the Six of Swords again in this deck. I just love this. I love in this deck they use animals. And there's the water. And there's the Magician again. Manipulation. The power to manipulate, to take control, to manifest. And the overall, the Judgment. And if I were to look at the next card, Three of Swords, and I'm going to look at the next one and check that out, Temperance. Well, I'm going to leave it at that. Hi, Leah. Unless I can throw in there. Oh, did my screen just flash? Jay, you come in. You switch crime days. No, Jess, this is a young man that's currently missing that I've been just wanted. This energy keeps pushing me to read on him and read on him. And I was going to do it privately, but I wanted to do it live. There's a young man, same as right. I think if you put on the news, he might be on regular news. He's a young man who is a University of Missouri student. Him and his frat buddies, there's the Seven of Pentacles. Him and his frat buddies were in Nashville a couple weeks ago to it was some kind of Phi Kappa or whatever, Chi Kappa, whatever, I don't know the hell they are. It was some sort of frat formal, and they were out bar hopping, Freudian slip, and apparently, even though he wasn't overserved, he was told to leave Luke Bryan's bar, and according, he left on his own and talked to his mom and girlfriend on text a couple times. And then video footage showed him staggering and falling. Nobody helping him. At one point he was by himself. And then that was it. They said formal. I don't know if it was a dance, Karen. Yeah, my energy has been flashing screens all day. Sorry. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. I don't know. I just feel like whatever happened to him, I want to say it's personal, but at the same time, I don't think it was supposed to end with him. Like hazing. I hope this wasn't a haze. The word hazing just jumped in my mind. Nine of Wands. Was this a hazing? Was this a hazing gone wrong? But yet, why would the bar tell him to leave? The bar's being kind of funny too. Six of Cups. And Six of Cups, they're all stacked. Six of Pentacles. There's the money again. Charitable. Then I got the Sun card showing light on it. It might have been. I don't know. I'd be interested to see what. Yeah, he might have. Someone might have grabbed him. There has been talk that got to his stepfather and mom that Nashville's been having, that area, Broadway area, it's called, has been having issues with people spiking people's drinks. And people, being hurt from that and being robbed, and especially if you're a woman, you all know what happens with that too. Oh, and Kim just dropped a video on somebody that she's reading for, and there's the Judgment card again. Use your intuition. There's the High Priestess. Intuition, wisdom, secret knowledge. It's, it's judgment. It's a spiritual awakening, but also it's, and there's the Queen of Wands. So yeah, I think they're going to find something on his phone or something. There's the Star. This Queen of Wands, being resourceful, being creative. Someone's going to find. Yeah. John Barnett's Kim's reading on. I don't know who John Barnett is. I don't know if it's another missing individual. It might have been Color Lizzie. I know how some of y'all feel about the pendulum, but I want to bring out my pendulum really quick. See what. So we covered lots of questions. So my pendulum. So now for me, back and forth is a no, and the spin for me is a yes. That's how my energy works. So Riley Strain, may I read on him, please? May I ask a question on him? Okay, so I got a yes. Does Riley's disappearance have to do with the amount of alcohol he consumed? Oh wow, look at that go. It's a no. Does it have to do with something being put into his drink? And now I'm getting a spin for a yes. Interesting. Okay, just gonna wait for my pendulum to stop. Okay, thank you. Does any of Riley's frat brothers, did any of Riley's frat brothers have something to do with his disappearance or spiking of his drink? Now I got a yes. Let me rephrase that. Are one of them personally responsible for whatever happened in connection with Riley and his drinking and subsequent missing? Okay, I'm getting yes. So this has something to do with the frat brothers and him out them drinking. Okay. Did they intentionally spike his drink? Now again, you two, for entertainment purposes only. I'm getting a yes on this. Was it meant to hurt him? I'm getting a no. Is Riley's disappearance okay? Okay. Is Riley's disappearance the cause of whatever was put into his drink or his drinking? Involved with his drinking, yes. Was Riley String intentionally murdered? No. Was this an accidental death? According to this, yes. So we'll see. Pendulum's 50-50, but it's kind of matching a little bit with what I was getting with the cards. He's a whistleblower. I don't know the whole story. Okay. Oh, it was a Boeing guy. Okay, maybe it was like a prank. It could have very well been. And then that prank went wrong. And so we'll have to wait and see. That's a pretty pendulum. May I ask where it came from? I bought it at this store that I used to read at here in Western New York, in the Tonawanda area. You may be able to find it online or maybe at a local metaphysical shop. And what I like about it is that it unclips. So if I wanted to wear it as a pendant, I can wear it as a pendant as well. Or maybe even transfer to maybe a longer cord. But yeah, from what I understand, it's supposed to be, I believe, an obsidian point. Now I gotta fix it. With the quartz on the top. So yeah, when I read stuff like this, I use that to absorb any, negative energy or whatever. In case something comes into my chat or comes around me that would be negative, that could just absorb that energy right there. Yeah, I love it. I could totally see something like that. We all have to keep our eyes peeled. Any updates came from prior cases? Not that I know of yet. No. All I know is that the only update that I've heard of on any of our cases is Samantha Murphy, the Australian jogger who went missing back in early February. There was a man that was arrested for her murder, but the last time I saw last week, um, there was no. He wasn't divulging, I think, where the body was, but I haven't looked at it for a while. So the obsidian, yes, the obsidian does protect. J1, suggested I keep an obsidian around. And I agreed. I said that would be a good thing, especially reading these kind of readings. And you never know, too, sometimes people coming in and out of chats, or if you go to another person's show, and if they're bringing something through, it's always good to have that little extra protection. And I have Archangel Michael with me around me as always. He's my dude. He's the bro. So but yeah, thank you everybody. I know, an hour and a half. It just feels like I was kind of going in circles with this reading with Riley, but there were just so many court cards. I mean, my goodness, it's kind of hard to figure out what's what with so many court cards. I'm sure I'll probably be hearing from a few readers who had pulled on the side. Yeah, yeah, it's just interesting that love card kept coming out because he was talking to his girl before he was the last person. And let's see, he would be hard to miss even in a crowd. Yeah, he would be. Whoop. What did I just hit? Okay, I hit something on my screen. I was feeling he fell and hit his head at some point, perhaps after, maybe, you know. Yeah, I'm just wondering if this was, night on the town, frat A, because he's 22. He's relatively young. I was a freshman in college when I was 21. I took a year off from high school to make sure that's what I wanted to do, and just to get a break from school for a year. And so there have been plenty of instances here in the Buffalo area over the years. I know a little bit when I was younger where these guys, they have the frat parties, they go to the house and they drink and they drink, and there's a young man who ended up dying from one of those parties. I think it was either connected to, I don't think it was Buff State, but where I went, but it might have been UB. I can't remember, but yeah. So blessing, yes, thank you, Floyd. I stated that in the beginning, but anyone watching this video, if any of the family, I don't know if any of that could have been helpful. It just seems like there was multiple people are involved or in the knowing. I mean, he was walking around crowds. I mean, look at that. I got those two together. So it may have been someone, a frat thing like gone wrong, you know, and Kids got to learn, man. Kids got to learn. And we give much love and condolence to the families. And our prayers and thoughts are with them. And there's so many other cases, Madeline Soto, which is just absolutely disgusting and heartbreaking, that poor girl. And then there's another little child that somebody was asking me earlier if I had read, if I had heard of. He's a little boy. His last name is Vu or something. But yeah, way past your bedtime, my girl. Jackie, I was lost without you, but I will see you tomorrow, my dear. Jackie and I will be reading on an old cold case from '96 on a French woman who had been murdered in Ireland back in 1996. So, um, yeah, that's a crazy one too. So Isadora, thank you. I pulled the same issue: Tower, Hierophant, Emperor, Three of Wands, and pulled Lovers many times. Interesting. I didn't get Lovers, but I did get that Love card. Um, and Death. You did get the Death card. Okay, Temperance and Judgment. So yeah, maybe the judgment was poor judgment in drinking, or poor judgment on everybody actually involved. If it technically, if somebody was that drunk, but it doesn't look like he was. It was like something took effect after, because when they first show him leaving the bar, he seemed to be all right, but then later on you start seeing the staggering and the falling and stuff. So you're not yeah. Emotions are distorted and elevated with being under influence. Yeah, I mean, we all been again to the bars. All those court cards could have been, the girls. They said he wasn't bad looking. It could have been like, "Hey, sweet thing, you want to buy me a drink?" Those girls with their lovely little southern draws, or not drawers, but draws. That maybe that too. But when you're partying, you're having fun, drinks are flowing. You can turn your back one instant, and that's all it takes, ladies and gents. Is all it takes. So, 333 your time already. Make a wish. We wish that Riley is found one way or the other and gets back to his family, and he can be brought back home. So that's our wish for the family and for Riley. So everybody, have a good rest of your night, and we'll see you tomorrow on tomorrow's case. Bye, y'all.